make sure my phone is on silent.
Yeah, unlike last time.
Yeah, it's recording. The numbers at the top are red. So it's recording. It's recording. Cool.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
Is it recording though?
Yeah, it's recording.
All right.
Sure.
Cool.
Mute.
Cool. Thomas, we're recording.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Marcus,
Especially
just
'cause I
double
can't
checking
see the
this.
screen.
Hang on. I can see some glare. So I'm gonna go with yes.
Okay, I think we're recording, Dion.
I think so. Maybe just press record again, just in case.
Double check.
Great gag, guys. Great gag.
Double tap.
Just
Gag.
Sure. It's Jason.
Jesus, Jason, your fucking intestines. Christ.
Explode in the studio, and then
wrong
you're
with
not
you,
gonna
Jason?
get any delicious Deerwald beer.
We went to go watch It Chapter 2 last night.
How was it?
Oh my god!
It was relentless.
Here is my spoiler-free
So
review.
is it the big
amazing.
spooks?
Is it amazing?
It's not just the big spooks. It is the most buck wild, fucking ridiculous shit I've ever seen in
Rad.
a block. It doesn't give a shit. It's like, hey, our last money made more. Our last
Our
film
last
money made
yeah.
more movies.
Made more movies. Our last film made more money than God. Like the studio's not paying attention.
Studio
We
gave us
could-
a blank check.
We could just be like, what is the craziest shit in the book? And like, let's just put that in the movie.
Can't wait.
Yeah.
Dude, it is
Just steal your resolve for the first 15 minutes or so.
Oh, it's
fuck me
probably
up.
the most upsetting opening
I
I've
can't
ever
wait.
seen to a film. Like,
Better than Sinister.
no, like upsetting.
No, properly upsetting.
Oh, fantastic.
Like properly, like I'm not sure if I can watch this movie. Upsetting.
Oh, fantastic! So it's like the opening of what's it?
Have
A
you,
Serbian film.
have you guys read the book?
Like, I want to say 15 years ago.
Okay,
I
cool.
read
Yeah.
the book.
You'll know the scene that's happening immediately. You'll remember. It'll come back to you.
a vivid
but yeah, but it's
flash.
amazing. And Bill Hader just needs to be in
Is he-
all the
is
movies.
he just-
Dude, he is
the winner?
sensational. The whole thing and like multifaceted performance. Holy shit, he's good.
Is he the star of the
Yeah,
show?
by far.
Yeah,
Like,
definitely.
And
Fantastic.
lots more actual Pennywise, which was great.
I saw a behind the scenes still of him and
Yeah.
Pennywise going.
Yeah, the two of them
like
were
they're
having so
pulling
much
faces
fun.
at each other.
But yeah, he's great and like lots more.
Lots more
Bull-
Skarsgård.
Yeah, lots more Skarsgård. Like really
Fantastic.
good. So just go watch it. It's so
I
good.
would have, but the pain.
The pain.
Yeah.
What was your foot surgery thing?
Originally I was going to get all of my toenails removed, and then I just got 2 of them removed.
Like permanently?
Yeah.
You won't have nails on those toes?
Yeah.
Why?
Oh, because they were ingrown.
For fashion.
No, that's weird. Because they were ingrown.
I had like a really badly ingrown one, but they just took off like that much.
They were-
off the side.
they
like,
were gonna do
they cut
that.
in, like took it out from the.
Oh,
it's fucking,
that sounds like a horror movie.
It's fucking horrible. I
They
had
were
no
gonna-
idea it was gonna be
They
that
were
bad.
going to do that, and then I was like, actually, just take it all on.
Just take it all.
Yeah.
Just get rid of them.
Just
You should
So you
probably
can
go
have
with
little
the
nubblies
side.
there. Which toes are just going to be nubblies?
It's the 3rd toe on this one and the 2nd toe on that one.
Sexy.
I watched it all happen too. It was super
Yeah.
fascinating. They're like, dude, at the one part where they have to like scrape the nail bed
Yeah,
out, it's
yeah.
like, and the noise.
They
is-
just did.
Listeners, you can't
that
see my
much-
face,
They
but-
just did that much of mine, and it was the most upsetting thing ever. It was.
Thank God I don't have ingrown
Fuck, and
toenails.
it was great because I've got high blood pressure and should definitely
It just
be on
went-
medication for it. I was just pissing blood everywhere.
But Thomas, how can you have high blood pressure if you are not a meat-eating red-blooded male?
Almost like that has nothing to do with it.
I'm a red meat eating male and I've got low blood pressure. But because I'm super stressed all the time, it kind of evens out.
Nice.
Wow.
No, but like it was blood everywhere and like
Nice.
the scraping of the veins and the pulling of the things. I was like, oh, this is like a torture film.
Yeah.
Oh,
It
that
was
sounds like an
rad.
Eli Roth
Dude,
film.
I felt like I was in an Eli Roth film.
Oh,
It was
Well,
awesome.
at least it's yeah. Like so you and Jared both had really fun weeks.
Why? What happened to Jared?
oh.
Did you
I-
tell
I-
you?
I'm
Did you tell you
sorry.
about his procedure? I asked him like,
Well,
"What is the
I know
procedure?"
his-
And he
his-
said, "If by procedure you mean the doctor sitting me down, taking a pair of pliers and pulling that much steel
Out of my finger.
That's
with no anesthetic or."
oh!
Yeah, just like...
That dude is so metal.
But he can move his finger in time to play Iceborne, so...
Sorry.
Yeah.
But that's the most
Yeah,
horrifying
I
thing.
saw him yesterday. He told me, he was like, yeah, literally like a 5-centimeter piece of steel just like yanked out.
Ooh, actually, Dion and I went through something pretty painful yesterday as well.
What's that then?
The Birds of Prey trailer.
Oh yes, it was a pre-teaser.
Yeah,
I
that's
saw
the
it.
beginning
I
of
saw it.
It.
I saw it.
Absolute fucktards. They disguise
So
it as
when
the beginning
balloons come in,
of the
Yeah,
movie.
they disguise it as the
Yeah.
beginning of it.
Yeah.
So it's like the sounds from the trailer that weird, like
that
weird
weird scratching.
Yeah, like with like the Warner Brother logo or fuck and the balloons, and then it looks like Pennywise is walking, and then we were both just like, like this is not Pennywise, and it's like Harley Quinn.
and she hits the balloon.
And
She hits the balloons and she says, "I'm so fucking sick of clowns."
Get it?
Because of the Joker.
Get it?
It's a great thing to do just before it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
real
wait,
tone
wait.
setter.
Yeah, that's Marcus just banging his head against the microphone.
Please keep that in. That's how that
Oh
makes
no,
me
it's
feel.
gonna come across.
Will it pick up at all?
So yeah,
Great.
that was just appalling. But yeah,
But we
very-
saw some other trailers that look good.
Yes.
We did. Jojo Rabbit, obviously.
best
Look
trailer in a
Like-
long time.
Taika Waititi makes me want to have Hitler as my imaginary friend.
Oh boy.
Woof.
All right, but yeah, like
But yeah,
it looks fantastic. Looks so well cast. So
And
well
seeing what's
I
his
like that
name?
little moment where Jojo is saying the little Jewish girl isn't that bad, and Hitler gets angry and kicks the chair.
petulant.
But yeah, I'm slowly thinking like the other kid. I can't remember the actor's name. The
Tiny Nick Frost.
Tiny Nick Frost. Yes, that one. I think he's gonna be my favorite.
Yeah, for sure.
Because it's just like every
Nah.
line he does
Nah,
it
dude.
perfect.
It's not a great time to be a Nazi.
And
They
like,
drop the Panzerstreck and it takes out the cafe.
oh god.
no!
Oh, but Sam Rockwell also looks
Sam
like he just
Rockwell
has
as
the
the
blast.
most flamboyant SS officer, and then what's his name is the Gestapo guy.
Yeah, Stephen Merchant,
Steve
Yeah,
Merchant.
thank you.
Tall man.
Yes, Mr.
Tall man McBritish voice.
Yes.
the tall man McCaliban. Thank you very much.
Tall man McCaliban. dude.
So obviously we're all psyched for Jojo Rabbit because Taika Waititi is amazing.
Yes,
And apparently the Disney Fox merger or acquisition didn't affect it at all, which is good.
Rad.
Nice.
Rad.
Good. Yeah. What other trailers were there?
Let's go back to DC for Joker.
Cool.
Cool.
Yeah.
Keen.
Looks
Interested.
good.
I'm
I mean-
weirdly less
Yeah,
keen
you're
after this
less
most
keen.
recent
Why are you
trailer.
less keen?
Yeah,
I
tell
don't
us why
know.
you're less.
But you're just not feeling it as much.
Yeah, I'm just not feeling it as much after this last trailer. I don't
Is
know
it
what
not
it is.
comic
I was
booky
just
enough for you?
Well,
Is
if you're
that
going
maybe
in
it?
and expecting it to be at all comic booky,
Yeah,
you're
then
probably
you're-
watching the wrong
Yeah,
movie.
you're gonna have a bad time.
Yeah.
We live in a society.
But I mean, it did win the Something Lion Award at the Venice Film Festival.
Yeah. The something line. Wait, is it the
Golden
lion?
Lion.
It's
It's
golden.
Golden Lion.
It's a golden lion. Okay.
Golden Lion Award.
Doesn't Cannes also have a lion?
I think they're just all lions.
Anyway.
I don't know. I'm still keen for it.
Yeah, I
Look,
think it's
I'm
gonna
keen
be-
for it,
But you're less keen.
Yeah.
It
but
needs to be
I'm
stated.
now keen but hesitant.
I'm not
you're back in
hesitant
the
at all
hesitant.
because like Joaquin Phoenix just
It's not Joaquin that's in question here. It can't be Joaquin that's in
No.
question. Like, the man is a fantastic
He
actor.
can do crazy, like when he convinced everybody he left movies to try rap.
Classic. What a good gag. I mean, he's not Jeremy Renner, so who knows how.
Did you guys hear about Jeremy Renner's app?
yes. I was like he
What?
had an app.
Is it a companion app
created
for
him-
that great music album?
No, he created an app that is essentially Twitter, but the only one who can make posts is Jeremy Renner. And then you can pay more to get little coins to spend on your replies to his tweets to put them higher up so that there's a chance that Jeremy Renner will reply to you.
What? The
Has anyone
fuck?
actually bought this app?
It's shut down now. Because people were
It
just
launched
trolling
in
the fuck out of
2012.
it.
Launch it to
It launched in 2012, and I hadn't heard about it until it got shut down this week.
What?
Yeah. I don't think anybody heard
No
about it
one
until
had
this
heard
week.
about it.
That's why the trolls only got there now.
Holy crap!
That
that's
is the
ridiculous.
most bonkers
The
thing
power
I've
of the
ever
internet.
heard.
Well, I assume he used some of the money he made from the trolls on that to fund his
music
to
career.
buy a music career.
Burgeoning
Yeah, you can
music.
just buy
I
one
can't
of
wait
those.
for him to start touring.
Yeah.
Oh Christ!
Remember how Paris Hilton just bought a music career too a couple
Oh
of years ago?
yeah.
Isn't she like?
Well, she's a
isn't
fairly
she-
she's a fairly successful DJ, and if you listen to people who run in DJ circles, a
They
fairly
actually
proficient
speak
DJ.
highly of her.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
That is bonkers. Well, at least she's doing
Yeah,
something.
but the celebrity DJ thing is also like.
She's got to make money somehow, and
Look,
and,
unless
and
you're-
like now that the
I think
it's like
internet
the
exists the,
whole-
way
the
it
whole-
does, boning on camera is not going to make as much.
The thing is, like, celebrity.
Boning on camera will make you, but unless you franchise thereafter, it makes you nothing.
And the whole, like, as I said, like the whole celebrity DJ like culture and everything, it's like modern art.
Yeah,
It's just one of those.
Idris
like,
Elba's
circle
pretty good,
jerks.
though,
He is, though.
actually.
Yeah.
Like,
He's the only.
He's actually legitimately pretty okay. I've listened to some of his stuff.
yeah, he
he's
is a good-
legitimately average.
he didn't embarrass himself.
No, he
No,
did
no,
not.
no. But I mean, he's Idris Elba. He can't embarrass himself if he tries.
Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah, he'd
He
have to
did
do
try.
a lot.
He's like, I'm gonna do the most embarrassing thing. I'm
And
gonna
then, it
I'm
was,
a DJ.
and then it was pretty
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
And he was like, damn.
And he
damn
got
it.
invited to play
Average
parties at
again.
Ibiza. I believe that's how it's pronounced.
Yeah, that is highly
Does the
pronounced.
crowd dance when he's doing it, or do they just stand there like marveling at him, like, boy, he's handsome?
Wow, so handsome
I don't
dude.
know. I think it's like a 50-50 split.
Yeah.
It depends on how many drugs you have in your system at the time.
Too many drugs, you
Everybody
You
that
can't
knows
concentrate
right
on
to
it.
Is
know.
really handsome.
That cosmic horror is so sexy right now.
look at its chiseled jawline.
And it's 18 tentacles.
Woo.
18-inch tentacles. Swish.
And the
Yeah,
segment's
that was
done.
the swish sound of the police coming to arrest
That
you.
was the switch sound of Jason just like editing out the end of that segment.
I'm gonna leave it in. Idris
Marcus.
Elba might not be able to be embarrassed, but Marcus can be.
Yay!
What other trailers were there?
There was Black Christmas.
Black Christmas.
Black Christmas.
looks-
that looks like a cool
that looks
slasher.
fun.
It does. It looks absolutely nothing like the original, which is
it
fine.
good? Is that a good thing?
Well,
a bad
I
thing?
mean,
I never watched the
The
original.
original's is like super solid 70s slasher.
Super solid 70 slasher.
Just came up with that right now, by the way.
Yeah.
But
to
no,
you
it's
by
cool,
Thomas.
and the premise is very
Premise.
different to that. It's just
Is that going to be your new segment? Sorry to interrupt.
super solid 70s.
Super
It's
solid
gonna be-
70 slasher.
it's gonna
Each
be-
week we'll come to you to hear a new
super
super solid 70 slasher.
Alright, I'm fine. I'm fine with
He's
We're
the
not gonna do that.
super
We're gonna-
solid 70s slasher of the world.
that. Thank you, Dion, for that
Of
theme
the
song. Thank you for that theme song, Dion.
You can thank Rob Halford.
I will. But it's, the premise of the original is just guy in a house terrorizes and murders some ladies.
Nice.
Cool.
That sounds like a 70s slasher.
Yeah, that sounds like a
does.
super solid 70s slasher.
does.
And this
TM
new one
pending.
that like has more than one killer, maybe? We don't know.
Knows? It
But
might
they're-
just be visions.
Yeah.
Could you? The fucking Jedi loves those visions.
Oh, I
the
thought you meant it
curriculum.
was multiple visions from the MCU.
Oh, that reminds me. You know what the most fucking upsetting thing is about Dark Phoenix? They're like,
what is
What,
the
is
what
it the
is
entire
one,
experience?
What is the one thing, Marcus? Please elucidate.
you
I
know
still
what?
have to
It's
watch
the
this
one.
movie.
No, you don't.
I
You
really
do
do.
not.
Trust us, you don't.
You do not.
I watched
There's a
Batman
J-
v Superman.
No.
Ultimate Cut.
No. This is worse.
The best
This is-
performance in it is given by Michael Fassbender.
Yeah.
Oh shit, this movie's trash. I'm on board with you, Thomas. Why you look at me like that?
And now, in order to defend Fassbender, Thomas must defend Dark Phoenix.
No, that's not true. I don't have to defend the movie to defend the actor.
correlation is not causation. No,
Dark
it's how they
Phoenix.
try to dig at the MCU by having like
Dark
the cops at
Phoenix.
the end have like
Oh my
MCU badges.
God.
Having the what? Tell me.
Instead of like
For once, I don't give a shit about
Okay,
spoilers.
in the Deadpool movies, it's the MRD, Mutant Response Division. In this movie, it's the MCU, the Mutant Control Unit.
Get it?
And they make sure to linger on those
Yo,
MCU
linger.
badges. on the uniform.
There's a jazz
And then like a little
hands-off at one
subtitle that
point.
says, "Do you get it?"
There's a jazz hands-off.
There's
at
a
one
jazz
point.
hands
Like a
off.
little asterisk at the bottom,
Scan
not
this-
affiliated
scan-
with the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Scan this like this
QRT
this
code.
QR code to have the joke.
And then just Bryan Singer's voice pops up on your phone. Ah! You throw your phone out the window.
No, it's
At one point, there's a
God.
jazz hands-off
Oh, it's-
between Jean Grey and Magneto, and they're just like, "Ah!"
It's like a South Park.
Yeah, exactly.
pretty much.
It looks like
It's like, is this a joke? I think I'm watching a joke right now.
yeah.
Oh my god.
And then she
Okay.
explodes in the shape of a bird.
Yeah,
Yeah.
literally. And then at the end, you see the bird in the clouds again, like,
I have evolved beyond humanity.
I'm with Jim
That's a
Carrey
legit
now.
line. That's a legit
Yeah,
line.
that's-
actually-
yes, that's
yeah,
a line.
yeah.
When she's dead, her voiceover at the end is like, "I'm now one with the collective consciousness of the
Yeah.
universe, and I will return." Blah, 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 blah.
Dark Phoenix.
Yeah.
Man,
It's
it's
trash.
Wow,
fucking
that's
hard.
fucking horrible.
But again,
Although on the bright
you
side,
get to see her die.
yep, Mystique
also-
finally dies.
Oh,
You
yeah.
get to see her fucking
But I mean,
die.
but
Eats it.
seriously though, do they? Why did they try to give her a Logan death?
Did you like? Well, that's
Like,
obviously
seriously,
what they
they
did.
fucking impale her.
Did you prefer the jazz hands off or the rave in the forest?
Ooh, the forest.
The
I did not
forest
know what
ice
was going
rave.
on at first. and then Storm is just an ice machine.
Yeah,
She's just
Oh,
an
yeah.
ice dispenser for people.
Also, yeah, Storm, creator of ice.
Yeah.
Or creator of ISIS.
That's pretty much all she does in the movie. Is
Also,
just
she
create
can
different
make-
forms of ice.
Also, she makes
No,
ice
she
in
does shoot
space
a lightning
once.
once.
You
She
know,
does shoot a light.
Yeah, that sounds good.
You know, where there's lots of water vapor.
Yeah,
you know,
with-
in space.
in space.
Yeah.
I disagree.
Space is basically the sea, but like above us.
Yes.
Yeah.
The sky sea, if you will.
That's what NASA told me.
That's what rain
I
is.
mean,
Every now
look
and
at
then
the
some
colour of
water
the
leaks
sky,
through.
Jason.
I think my favorite.
The sky is
think-
blue.
I
That's the
think
color
my-
of water.
My absolute favorite cameo in that movie is the comic accurate 70s Dazzler singing a 90s tune
Oh
in the
my
forest
God.
rave.
Jesus Christ.
No, dude, you don't understand how
don't-
catastrophically bad this movie
You have
is.
no idea.
I can't wait to watch it now.
No, what? Like, I will say watch it because it's just painful and I refuse to suffer alone.
Yeah.
Um,
No, that's why I
also,
watch it.
what-
I will
why
imbibe
did
alcohol
Beast
first.
switch
Oh, yeah.
between
Why was he
human
switching?
and beast? Like,
Oh, because he can do it. He can switch it on and off now, like the Hulk.
oh,
yeah. That's,
It's to save money.
I know. But
no, but they saved all the money on Mystique by killing her.
Nice.
Again,
How long does she last?
Ooh, 20, 30 minutes?
30 minutes.
minutes.
Oh, that's satisfying.
that's the end
though.
of Act 1.
Yeah, it is the
her
end.
They're
death.
like they spent 2 years brainstorming this movie, and they finally came up with like one idea. They're like,
that stuck.
We-
Never
like-
changed.
No, that's it. Like they were brainstorming, like we need one killer app for this movie, the thing that just makes this like the greatest superhero film ever. And they came up with that, and they're like, yes, this is going to be
Done.
amazing. And they're like, oh shit, we're already on day 2 of filming. That's all
They
we
had
have.
no story.
The rest was just
no
improv.
script. Everyone
just, like-
ad-libbed
But
their
the worst-
lines.
the
But
worst
just
part
put
is
them
they
in
s-
front of a green
were
screen and just
like,
let them
no,
ad lib.
just have them-
Just left them there with some cameraman.
I
Like,
can tell you how they did it. Like, we have to kill someone. We've got it. Logan made buttloads of money. Let's kill Mystique exactly the same way we killed
People love her
Logan.
as much as they love
Yeah, they
Hugh Jackman's
definitely love-
Wolverine.
They legitimately.
No, it's 100% Logan.
It's 100% like. I would say it's a ripoff if it wasn't the same studio.
Yeah, do you know
Full
what it
of
is?
ripoff.
It's 8% different.
Yeah, it's 8% different because it's not a log. It's just like some bits of wood that were a part of a house.
That were along once.
why didn't she just like transform herself into someone that isn't impaled?
You see?
Or,
That's
you know,
just
just
smart.
transform herself into
Into
something.
like, into like fucking what's his name?
Juggernaut.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm the Juggernaut, bitch!
No, not that Juggernaut.
No,
The one from
remember.
Deadpool 2.
Keeps my
David
face
Leitch.
pretty.
I'm
Also,
gonna tear you in
what the
half
fuck were
now.
those Jessica Chastain aliens?
Oh, that's such a
No one
cute thing
knows.
to say.
No one knows.
What's this?
No, no. The Jessica Chastain aliens.
Yeah?
God, she's a good actor.
She
So
is.
wasted.
Fuck, again,
But-
like,
They play
not
not
Kree.
the Kree?
No, not Skrulls.
Not
Not
Skrulls.
Skrulls.
Sorry, not Skrulls.
Not
Not
Skrulls because they can
Skrulls.
shapeshift And clearly, you can see in an early version of the script. I'm sorry, we'd go whatever.
We can have a Dark Phoenix rant. It's
Super
fine.
Skrull. Like you can see it in like she was planned to be Super Skrull because there are scenes where she absorbs other people's powers, right? Which is something Super Skrull, at least the one incarnation, can do. However, no, they're not Skrulls. They're just like and guns don't work, but bigger guns do.
No, your gun has to be big. If gun big work, if gun small, no.
Yeah, seriously, they pump round after round. They've got like AR-15s, right? Like school shooters.
They've got the Hog Killer 9000.
Yeah. Right? And they are like unloading clips into these aliens and nothing. They use 150 caliber cannon.
And they just
like 1, 2, 3 shots and everything's dead.
Oh, it's dead now.
That sounds like a really good movie.
It's
And then Gunbender Fussbender.
Oh yeah, Michael Gunbender.
Michael Gunbender bends guns to his will.
Hundreds of guns. Blah.
Just to shoot
Well, I mean, that's
Jessica
class-
Chastain
and it's
in
great.
But the
face.
problem
That's
is they're all
classic,
tiny
man.
guns that he uses.
It's tiny guns. It doesn't even do anything.
That's classic Magneto, though.
Yeah.
Do you know, Magneto loves guns.
Do you know what the most hilarious part of that train sequence is? Is his hilariously inconsistent use of his powers.
Yes.
Because at one part, there's a whole bunch of them in a train car, so he just goes and he crushes the train car, and you're like, fuck, what a great idea. And then at other parts, he's just like, yeah, throw a piece of metal. Throw a piece of metal. Throw a piece of metal.
Yeah.
How do I stop her and close this door?
Throw a
I'll
piece
put
of
some metal in front of it.
No. Gun! Also, the geography is weird because I thought like Jean Grey was in the back
dude,
of the
it's
train.
all over
And then
you have no idea
she's
where
in the
anyone is
It's-
at any
it's
time. They
amazing.
did not
It's
block
so
the
bad.
seeds through at all.
Oh my god.
I really.
I do like the look of Omega Red not being Russian and just being like a white guy with dreads now.
Fuck you. There's the biggest dirty they've ever done.
I was like, I had to look. I was
How
like, he's
dare
supposed
you.
to be Omega Red.
I can't believe that is meant to be Omega Red. That's such a fucking travesty, man.
It's almost as bad as KG Beast and BVS.
You mean no? He was never in BBS.
No, he was.
No, he wasn't.
Was he in Justice League?
Was it
KG Beast was in BVS.
No, he. I'm doing a joke. No, he wasn't. That wasn't KG
No,
Beast.
Marcus, no, KG Beast was in
I'm pretty sure if you check the IMDb,
Yeah,
Yeah,
no, Marcus
Marcus
is
just-
confused.
Yeah,
I'm
Marcus
pretty
is
sure he
very
was.
confused.
Marcus, don't let Dark Phoenix take hold of your mind.
Quickly, type the inconsistent CG, mother of Christ.
Parts that were shot at one time, parts that were shot at another time with more money
you know,
and
you-
less money.
This is how I knew I was in for a bad time.
When the movie started?
Exactly.
Was it the first trailer?
No. When the movie starts, right? They have that little animation of the O.
Oh,
right?
yes,
There's
yes,
a little
yes, yes.
fire.
Oh.
But if you watch it if your contrast is high enough, like on my monitor, you can clearly see the lines where that frame was put in onto a black screen. And then the rest of the text comes up. I shit you not, you can see it. I could see it clearly on my screen.
In summation, movie's very bad.
In summation,
okay,
movie
I've been
bad,
waiting for
and
the
do
score.
not watch on OLED, because then you will just see everything worse and worse and worse.
Also, the score was kind of overpowered by every. I'm sure there was a score.
Like I was telling Dion,
Yeah.
Hunt's he was cashing a paycheck because he phoned it in.
No,
Yeah.
no, he did. You know what
that
it sounds
is-
like?
that
It
is-
sounds like Man of Steel B-sides.
It's what he had lying around the shop when
Yeah.
they called
Yeah,
him.
I want to believe that he did no work.
Yeah, I want to believe
He
that
just like email automatically sent when they mailed him like, hey, can you do the score? They immediately got an automated response, and it was just a bunch of riff tracks that he'd done, and they just like, and the sound editor was like, I can work with this, and he just threw it together. That's it. He didn't score it at all. I want to believe.
Probably just interns at at his facility.
At Zimmerco.
Yeah, Zimmerco. I like
He
that.
just threw spare parts at them and they had to stitch it together.
Go minions. No, it's crock shit.
it bad.
Oh, man.
It real bad.
All right.
Okay,
Available
so-
now on home release.
Available
So
now on home release and Amazon.
Yeah.
So yeah, but I'm keen for that Black Christmas.
yeah,
Final Girls Murders.
Christmas,
Yeah.
I gave you my heart. But the very next day, you
The
broke into
police
my house
came.
and killed me.
Yours is more catchy.
Yeah, no, mine's like the meter actually works.
Yeah.
I like how every little song that you make up for no reason always ends the same way.
It's brand loyalty.
He's staying on brand,
take it
Jason.
It's a good.
You gotta work with what you know.
It's a good strident sound.
good patented strident sound.
TM. But like I was saying, besides obviously
Sorry, I was just thinking about the dude from Poland. And the review.
that is the greatest review I've ever 9.9 out of 10. It's a perfect score.
They know what it means.
They know.
They know.
The Boer farmers.
Oh my god, dude.
Bless that man. Bless his racist heart.
That's
Cheesiest song in the universe. Everything's just like
he knows where we're from, but he doesn't know what the game. Like, he doesn't know about the game.
He knows about like South African
knows-
politics.
He knows like the whole white genocide conspiracy, but he doesn't know that Broforce is a game. So it's like, that's the thing, is like, just look at, like, the song is called Broforce Theme Song. So it's like, he thinks that this is like the legion of oppressed
The
white
legions
people.
of
So
Bro.
we
That
have
has their own theme song.
We have our own thing, and it's like,
That's your D-stem.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I mean, if
Fucking
you
hell,
just
Thomas.
Google Broforce theme song, the first hit
Is Dion's face.
is well, the music video, and then just a bunch of things
farm
about
murders.
Yeah.
yeah,
Straight
farm
up.
murders.
what? Oh shit, you got me so good. You got me so good.
Oh, I think he
That was too easy.
You know,
That was so good.
I think he thinks it means Boer force.
No, I said the same thing. Like, I think for someone who doesn't like,
He's
like
Polish. I mean,
yeah, he's
Jesus.
Polish. So like, boer, bro, like,
Maybe
I imagine
they
he just
couldn't
thinks that's like a
even say.
like,
Like a contraction.
Yeah.
or-
yeah. Jeez. That's
But anyway.
sensational. Yeah.
Anyway,
Back to Black
speaking about
Christmas.
racism
Speaking of
things,
racism,
Bad
Black
Boys
Christmas.
for Life.
Yay!
Ooh. I gotta say, I know Marcus loved the trailer and he's super excited for the
I'm
film,
super
but I'm
excited.
very
But we've
critical.
got
Well,
I
Marcus was a
disagree.
big fan of the first two.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Like,
Especially the second one.
I live
Yeah.
my life by the Bad Boys 2 code, which
Oh,
has
no.
something to do
Be
with being racist
racist.
all the
Racist
time.
and dead titties?
Be racist. Be homophobic.
Wear tank
Ian
tops and
Martin-
shoot people.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm having a hard
I feel.
time.
School
I
shooting
feel like-
Miami.
Are you America?
Are you America?
Marcus,
Because-
are you America? You have to tell legally. You have to tell
Legally, you
people.
have to tell us if you're America.
I am by
I like
law.
how it starts with a
Racist
fucking...
tank tops, gun violence.
Yeah.
I like how it starts with a fucking car gag and a fat joke. Like,
Yep.
but okay, like, surely... I didn't,
Okay.
I
One
didn't
thing I
look.
will say. One thing I will say that
Good
is.
production value.
Well, yeah, production value looks obviously baller, but like the thing that is really impressive is the fact that Will Smith
Has not aged.
has not aged a day since the 90s.
Well, no, because he's given his soul to Xenu.
Yeah.
And Xenu has now sustained him, and obviously not Mon Lawrence.
But it's
Also,
crazy.
do you know what really
It is
helps with-
legitimately
No, it-
crazy.
Do you know what
I
helps
think
with
he
keeping
might
you
have-
looking young?
what?
digital
Money.
de-aging?
No, but Martin Lawrence also has money.
Yeah, a shit.
Not nearly as much.
as.
Yeah,
No.
but you don't need...
Like he doesn't have money to throw like, you know, $2
Was
grand
Will
a
Smith-
week on beauty products
Will
like
Smith
Will
a
Smith
producer
does.
on
I'm pretty
this?
sure he
I
does.
think he was.
I think he is. Okay, but
I'm pretty sure Martin Lawrence can afford $2 grand a month on
at
beauty
any
products.
at any
No.
point,
You have to literally.
The thing is, it's
blend
like
up. You have
my-
to do the Magic Johnson thing and blend up
Also,
money and
there
bake
are-
it.
there
Yeah, but also Martin Lawrence
Yeah.
didn't get old; he just got fat.
Yeah, the
all
thing
his
is,
Like his
age
face
went into the
still
fat.
looks.
there are plenty of very, very wealthy people who don't age as well as Will Smith. That's hard work.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
a shit ton of hard work.
But
Fair
like I say, it's Xenu.
Yeah. Or Xenu. Yeah, I
Or-
mean, him and
well,
Tom
Look
Cruise.
at Tom Cruise. Yeah, shit.
Or he and Keanu Reeves have the same nutritionist.
Dietitian.
Nutrition the diet.
Nutrition, dietitian.
Dietitian has medical degree. Nutritionist has said that they're a nutritionist.
Classic.
Classic.
Does it matter?
Yeah, it really doesn't. It really doesn't.
I was-
I think just the fact that you know that is kind of embarrassing.
Why?
It's just embarrassing, Jason.
Yeah, just
But I have
accept the embarrassment.
Friends.
No, Jason, no.
Dietitian.
I don't give a shit. That's embarrassing. It's fucking embarrassing.
Fucking embarrassed. Where's your bin to
Where's
kick
your
Dion?
bin?
Man,
You can't even, you can't even commit to the
point
bin.
today. So
I'm not going to be kicking the bin. You people kick the bin for me.
Were there any other trailers that look
What do
good?
you mean? I don't think we're done talking about Bad Boys for Life.
I'm
Yes,
pretty
we
sure
are.
we are.
there's racism. There's
How much clout do you think Martin Lawrence had with it that they said, okay, we're filming it again, and he said, fine, but I'm not working out?
No, the terrifying thing is that he probably
He
did.
probably did. Like that's him at like best case right now.
when would they have started filming this? Like 20.
20 last
2018?
year.
20 last year.
Okay, so
or
I'm
the
gonna
year
Google
before.
what Martin Lawrence looked like in 2017.
Do that.
Just pull up the Martin Lawrence timeline,
Yeah.
and then you should be able to see how
track
he's
it.
evolved over,
Hey
over
man,
time.
tabloid journalism keeps good records of that shit.
Images.
Unless they made him gain weight for it.
Yeah, yeah. Do you know what'd be hilarious?
Do you know what would be
No,
fucking
no, no. You know what's
hilarious?
fucking funny? Yeah,
What?
like you guys are not off because he looks fatter in the trailer than he did in 2017.
Yeah, he probably had a gain weight. They're probably like, hey Martin, do you know what would
Like,
be
just
hilarious?
Just look at a couple of those shots. You're like, yeah, he looks fatter in the trailers.
It's like, guys,
Yeah,
we
he does
need
look
to
fat
we
in
need
the
to push the
trailers.
comedy angle for this one, but unfortunately we have Martin Lawrence. What are we gonna do?
So we're gonna have to hit the most low-hanging fruit we can.
We're just gonna have to make Martin
jokes.
Lawrence
So,
gain
you
weight.
guys know Rebel Wilson, right?
Yeah.
We want to do that.
we were. I want that. I want that.
You
Can
know
we
what?
get
Been...
Rebel Wilson for this? No, she's busy.
Yeah.
Would it be insensitive to put Rebel Wilson in blackface?
It cancels out. It's
Yeah.
fine.
I don't know. I think the studio execs still like.
No, you know what would be
Maybe.
funnier?
Okay, is
And then
it,
Martin
is
Lawrence
it,
had it in his contract that he's like signed on for sequels.
it
like, oh,
depends if it's the Jerry Bruckheimer production company, because then they're like, yeah.
Yeah.
go with it.
Anything goes.
Oh, the Lightning Tree people.
Yeah.
The Lightning Tree people would probably just have recast Martin Lawrence.
The Lightning Tree people really does sound like
It
a
sounds like
sect
the
of the
cross burning.
KKK.
Yeah, the Lightning Tree people, the cross burners. That's their preferred nomenclature. Excuse me, we're the Lightning Tree people, no, not the cross burning racists. Fuck that guy.
That guy's cray.
I think that's all the trailers then.
Yeah.
This is the
oh, no,
trailer that you
Terminator-
watched that
Terminator
you advised
Dark
us not to
Fate.
watch.
I'm not gonna
Do
watch
not
it.
watch it because, as is tradition with Terminator trailers,
Give
they
away the
give
movie.
everything away.
How many muscles does Blonde Lady?
Blonde Lady's got quite a few muscles,
3.
at least.
Wow.
Fantastic.
That's a lot of muscles.
Thomas is there.
Muscles.
That's also the thing with the Gears of War 5, is you get all the Terminator Dark Fate characters.
Not just that, you get Dave Bautista.
Yes,
Yes.
you do.
Who
But
just
you have to
yeah.
pay for the Terminator Dark Fate people in your game.
But Batista's free.
Pre-order.
Okay, yeah, good. Because basically you're paying for them to advertise to you.
Yes.
Yeah, no, pre-order.
Hey, it could be worse.
Yeah.
It could be the NBA.
I mean, is it a
2K20.
pre-order? Because it's out. It's technically out if you have Xbox Game Pass Ultimate. You can play it since Friday.
Nice.
So technically, you didn't actually pre-order.
I effectively pre-ordered
Yeah.
because I got the results of the pre-order.
Yeah.
Did Do you
You forgot
think-
about the laundromat trailer.
Oh, we'll talk about that now. But do you think them putting Dave Bautista in Gears 5 is kind of like them listening to his demands to
About
be
being
in the
Gears?
Gears War movie?
Maybe it's a like, test the waters. Like, hey,
Yeah, but
Do
I mean,
people dig
he's so
this? 'Cause
Because he's
enthusiastic
been
about.
campaigning
Yeah,
for
he's
it.
so enthusiastic about it. There's no
I don't
reason
even
for
know
them
what,
not to.
what
Yeah.
a Gears of War movie would be other
it
than
would just be shoot bang.
They should
Yeah,
really
but-
just cast all ex-wrestlers.
Yeah.
Get John Cena
Yeah.
in there, get The Rock in there.
Do you know
Oh,
who
Brock
do you know who
Lesnar.
I would
Brock
also-
Lesnar.
Lesnar.
big.
They just should get comically.
Stone Cold
They
Steve
should just get a
Cold.
bunch of comically over-proportioned men and just.
just have a
like
corpse
like
of Andre
Jason
the
said,
Giant.
ex-wrestlers. Yeah, he could be Marcus Phoenix.
Yeah, kind of. I don't know. They'd CG everyone's bodies. I would.
Well, it's just the armor, really.
I
that
would
you
want
need to-
Ron Perlman in there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. As the young upstart.
They would have to CG his chin smaller, though.
No, you see, this is the first time in cinema history where his chin would be unbidden.
All right, you're great. They're gonna have to shoot the whole thing on IMAX, but fair enough.
That's the way
greatest
Nolan intended. That's the way Nolan intended.
You have to put the IMAX upside down in
With the
planes
wide
again just to
angle
get the
lens.
shot.
From like 20 meters away. The shot reverse shot is like a wide.
We're very rude to the people we like.
Not rude.
That's how they know we love
It's
them.
gentle ribbing.
That's not even ribbing. It's just like acknowledgement of greatness.
Yes.
Fair enough.
Greatness is measured in chin size.
Okay. Shall we talk
Laundromat?
about the laundromat? Yes. Yeah.
How did they get all those people?
I don't know.
Yeah, and like well, I think the entire budget went to the cast and a cell
again,
phone.
And one cell phone to
One.
shoot the whole movie on. Because
Pretty much.
fucking hell, that looks like soap opera camera.
Yeah, that's like early digital video. That's a digital camera from 10 years ago.
Game of Thrones cameras.
Nah, not even.
It could
The
be
Game of
a
Thrones.
like
Always hated
if it
their
was
production
if
value
it
for
were if it
cameras.
was made by someone like
Well, the directors, you know, the fantastic dude that did the Ocean's movies and Logan Lucky. So
Yeah, no, it
Yeah.
looks like it's gonna be great.
Yeah.
It's just really,
just weirdly cheap.
yeah.
yeah.
I mean, they spent all the money on the cost.
Wait,
Yeah.
didn't Steven Soderbergh actually shoot a film just with an iPhone?
Yeah, it was bad.
Yeah. No, wait. Was it Soderbergh?
It was someone.
It
You
wasn't
can-
Soderbergh.
Excuse me. You can do it,
Well, it has
No,
been
obviously
done,
you can, but
but
should you? Yeah. Jinx your MSP boat.
Well, I brought you a beer.
Oh, yeah,
so
there
that's
was-
gonna have to do.
Unsane, and it was directed by
Your butt.
Soderbergh. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
It was him.
Was Soderbergh. I stand corrected.
so he probably thought that looked great and was like, well,
Roll it again.
well, just do it again. But with
I got
actual
my
people."
niche.
Yeah.
Eh,
We'll see. Like, we'll see.
we'll see. On to the news.
Shall we speak about Spider-Man?
Spottermons.
Spider-Mans.
What's now happening
So
with
the
Spider-Mans?
deal has
What's
officially
happening with
fallen
Spider-Mans?
through. The deal is dead.
Yep.
Now
Long live the
Spider-Man is
deal.
part of the Venomverse.
Sony has confirmed.
Have they?
Yeah. For now, the door is closed, and like the Russos commented and said, like they're not that sort of like devastated
'Cause they
or
saw
whatever.
it coming.
They're not.
Yeah, because they said
They're
like
not as devastated as
well,
his
because
name?
because they were the ones that pushed really hard for the deal, and like they're the ones that saw how unbelievably difficult it was for Kevin Feige just to get that deal in place. Like that was a huge uphill fight. It was such an impossibly difficult deal to begin with. The fact that it's now like reached its end and hasn't been like renewed or anything like is not surprising.
It just feels that it reached the end so quickly. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yep. But
Guys, I have new information about Ad Astra.
Well, I first just have to say, as I've said for future prediction stuff, that if they do another like Avengers film or something like that, or at some point in the future, there's definitely going to be some new deal. I just want to get that out there.
Yeah, because then
Especially
Sony's eyes will turn into dollar signs. And
Pretty
Yeah,
much.
I mean, they're just. Here's exactly what's gonna happen. The third solo Spider-Man movie, which they're gonna make with Tom Holland,
is gonna bomb.
is gonna bomb like hell.
It won't bomb financially, but people are going to tear it apart.
Yeah.
Do you know the only way that they're gonna guarantee that it won't bomb financially?
just to put the Night Monkey in there.
No, put it with Venom.
No, the thing is, it won't bomb financially. Remember, like,
Venom
all
did
the
not bomb
terrible, like, the worst of the Spider-Man films so far
Spider-Man 3
have been
made-
the most lucrative.
Yeah.
Somehow.
So they've got that momentum.
Amazing
It's
Spider-Man
not
2,
like,
remember?
Yeah,
Yep,
you're right.
those-
You're right. You're right.
I made a
It'll be a critical bomb though.
yeah. People, and like, you can imagine, so they absolutely have to get out ahead of that.
yeah.
Yeah.
We'll
Also,
see.
the worst part of them coming back together, like in your prediction, it would mean Venom is canon in the MCU.
No, multiverse.
Nice. I like
But
that.
multiverse is still part of the MCU.
Not yet.
By the way, he
but
mentioned
by the
something about
time-
Ad Astra. I don't know if you saw it, but they did release the moon buggy clip. online.
Yeah,
Nice.
that's the info about Ad Astra that I wanted to expand on.
Alright,
Because
fine.
do you know who he's drive-by shooting?
Who's he drive by shooting? Is he drive by shooting his dad?
He's drive-by shooting moon pirates.
Moon pirates.
Nice.
Why is this
Why
movie
do I
getting
get more
pirates?
hyped about this movie? I'm so
What's going on?
confused. I've done a 180, 360 melon grab.
In the title of the one article for the clip, it reads, Brad Pitt gets ambushed by moon pirates, an Ad Astra clip.
If that's not a sin, if you told me that was a movie 5 years ago and I slapped you and called you a liar.
The thing is, though, like, if they're moon pirates, are they pirates that happen to be on the moon?
Or are they
are
pirates
like,
of the moon? Are they
yeah,
stealing the
they're
moon?
literally stealing the moon?
I hope they're
We
stealing
are
the moon.
whalers on the moon.
Like,
Carry on.
like
They are
wandering
nowhere.
Earth
Sweet
but with a
Little
moon, like
So
they're
we
just
sing
gonna
this too?
strap a bunch of
sing our
rockets
whaling
to it
tune.
and launch it into another orbit.
Are they?
They're
Are
gonna
they
launch
planet jackers
They're
or
gonna
moon
launch
jackers?
the moon at what's the name's dad's spaceship that's doing the experiments.
The evil
My question,
experiment thing.
very important, are they eye patch pirates or Somali pirates?
Definitely
Are they
Somali.
eye patch Somali pirates?
Yeah, come
You
on.
need depth perception for space.
Yeah.
That's true.
You
And
don't,
to
'cause
do
there's no
drive-bys.
gravity.
Fair enough.
You don't need to. That's how gravity works.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fair enough. I feel so embarrassed now.
Science.
I watched at least 5 minutes of that movie, Gravity. That's how it works.
You got learned to think, yeah.
You're welcome.
I've been schooled.
You get school shot.
Bang, 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 bang.
I like how they're designing the schools like FPS maps now. Have you seen that? In America, they're just all the new schools have these designs that look like FPS maps. They're designing schools so that school shooters don't have clear lines of sight on long corridors. So they look like.
Are you fucking serious?
Yeah.
Look it up if you don't fucking believe me.
Yeah,
So people are
they're
like,
making
so,
it-
so it's like, okay, cool. So it's now just Counter-Strike.
Yeah.
Like.
They're literally doing
I wanna go to
everything in the
If
world
I-
except
if I-
Occam's razor.
Literally designing schools so it's difficult for gunmen to have long sight lines.
If
Well,
I
there's
ever
nothing
have
we
a
can
son,
do to control guns.
So I guess
no,
we'll
no,
just
no.
build these things.
I will send my son to dust too high. That's a Counter-Strike joke
Yeah.
for you.
It's like those active shooter drills they have for kids
Yeah.
now, and like the bulletproof backpacks
I
that
like
parents
the
can buy
active
for
shooter
them.
drills because I saw
Disney
Twitter,
was
it's like,
mad
oh, yeah,
about those.
Oh yeah,
Huh?
so
They sued the company because they were using Disney characters.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
And like they pulled, they
do
were
that.
like, "No, so you can't put a bulletproof Elsa
on the back
from
of a
Frozen
child.
on the back of a child.
although that's pretty metal if it gets killed. I saw
How many
I saw
children
on
in the
Twitter
school
that-
shootings have been shot through their backpacks?
often
Yeah, because they're running away.
running away.
Fair enough.
I mean, they're
I
scared
saw
children.
I
Of
saw on
course they're
Twitter
running.
the fucking thing with the active shooters, and somebody was like, "What the fuck? The school shooters in these drills? What are you doing?"
Yeah.
It's like
The school shooter knows what they're gonna
he
do.
knows the plan. You fucking idiots.
Oh yeah, they're not outsiders.
Yeah.
9 times out of 10, it's not a like grown up coming to a school. It's someone in the school doing the shooting. So the school shooting drills are inherently counterproductive.
That's amazing.
You're literally training him. You're training the
He's fucking,
shooters.
this is one student very diligently taking notes. Just so-
Literally just sitting in the back. Uh-huh.
Timings.
Cool.
Sure, cool.
1, 2, 3.
Cool,
4.
cool.
cool, and he's just like,
Just yeah.
America, it's not broken.
No.
Land of the broken, home of the fee.
nah,
That's alright.
no.
I prefer America. It's almost like it's built on an Indian burial ground.
America, Canada's Mexico.
Nice. I
There
like
we
that
go.
one.
like
There
that.
we go.
What else is news?
Please tell us there's some development on Snyder Cut.
Oh, I don't know. I'll have to check.
But
But
Check
um,
Twitter. Check
but-
Twitter for
to the
Snyder
news
Cut.
ravens.
Sam Raimi and his team are going to be at New York Comic Con doing a panel on their reboot of The Grudge.
Yeah. Although in fairness, we're not allowed to talk about Sam Raimi because we haven't watched Crawl yet, so we're bad
We haven't.
people.
No, we aren't bad people.
Oh, shit. Oh shit!
Yeah. Lay it on us,
No,
Marcus.
wait, I want to talk about The Grudge.
We'll get there.
We'll
We'll
talk about
get
The
there.
Grudge first.
Okay, cool. Talk about The Grudge.
Yeah.
I think that the first American Grudge was actually not that terrible.
No, I thought it was
it
good.
was
pretty
I
good.
thought it was still kept a lot of the Japanese spooks in it.
The original Grudge and the original
Spopples.
Ring are both
Yeah, no, they're both
pretty
real
good
Yeah, the American-
Western remakes.
Yes, the original like Ring
It's pretty
America
solid.
one. That
I mean, I was a tiny child when I
was
saw
at
it, but-
exactly the
No,
right
they
age for
aged-
that to just
they aged
absolutely
alright.
destroy. Like watching the film was
Same for me with The
spooky.
Grudge. Like
Yeah,
The Grudge
wa-
as a kid. fucked
Watching
me
the
up.
movie was spooky, but then afterwards, refused to answer the phone. So terrified. We used to have a TV like with that
One
I'd
of
have to
the
walk past to
CRT.
go between my room and the kitchen, and like I wouldn't go at night because I would like the TV would be there and I knew it was going to turn on. Yes, dude, that fucked me up. Yeah, so I'm key. I mean, Sam Raimi. You know, he's got a really good track record. Spider-Man 3.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not sure.
Spider-Man
I haven't watched
3.
anything else he's done.
But Spider-Man 3.
Yeah.
Spider-Man
Shit,
3
what
gets
was
a lot of hate, but,
But the Sandman
the
stuff.
Sam Raimi parts that come through the
Yeah.
studio meddling are so good. Like I won't shut up about the Birth of Sandman scene.
Yeah.
That is
fucking
just incredible
fantastic.
filmmaking.
Movie magic.
Yeah. Yeah, it just exists in one of the shittest movies of all time.
Okay, Marcus, go.
Marcus.
Okay.
Snyder
So this is not Snyder cut.
No, not
Not
Snyder.
Snyder.
Snyder moments.
Snyder adjacent.
Yeah, it's
it's a
Snyder
Snyder
cut.
adjacent.
It's Snyder cut.
You can't
adjacent.
spell Snyder adjacent without Jason. Without a Jason.
There you go.
Yeah. So
I have to be involved in some capacity.
All right, Marcus.
do it.
Just hurry
So,
up and tell us the thing
apparently-
already about the Snyder movie.
So if we ever get the, there are apparently also on the cutting room floor from Man of Steel a lot more Krypton scenes that were cut.
That's cool.
An actor confirmed that they
Even
were
though there was like 40 minutes of Krypton in the
gonna say,
beginning.
I'm sorry, but
Yeah.
the Krypton scenes were amazing.
There
They
were.
were, but they feature a lot of my most hated cinematographical technique.
But
and
the snap zoom.
Zack Snyder fucking
Oh, he loves his
he
snap
loves
zoom.
digital snap zoom, and I'm just like, why? Why would you have digital zoom in a fucking movie? It is not the 80s. You
The thing is, I don't care because the score was so epic there, and the design of
yeah,
everything was.
You don't have to tell me. I rewatched Man of Steel on Saturday. Like, fuck. Every time the score kicks in, and I'm just like,
Flight, when he's first learning to
Yeah.
fly. Ooh.
And for some
Ooh,
reason,
that-
remember
that
last recording you mentioned that Kevin Smith was in an interview and said that the Snyder Cut does exist?
Yeah.
Like, I'm getting it as hits on articles from like 2 or 3 days ago. So did you get it from the future last time?
Moving on.
Oh, in fact, Kevin Smith also was doing the He-Man,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm psyched for that.
and he says he's gonna finish the story.
he's lying.
Speaking of finished stories, apparently the script for Matt Reeves' Batman is completed, according to our Pats.
Rad.
Yeah.
You see
You
that
mean
whole
our
thing, that whole
bats?
story with Robert Pattinson and Christopher McQuarrie.
No.
That all
No?
that's so cool. Like Robert Pattinson says like the rumors of him being Batman got out before he even auditioned for it. And he was so furious because he thought that would spook the studio.
Yeah.
So he basically sat like on a plane for like an hour just googling his own name, like waiting to sort of like trying to get news and see like what's happening. And eventually like he turns and he realizes the person sitting next to him is Christopher McQuarrie, and he's so embarrassed because Christopher McQuarrie's just watched him Google himself for
like
the
an
last
hour.
hour. And then Christopher McQuarrie replied to it with a tweet saying like, no, I never saw your screen, like I didn't realize that was what you were doing, and if I were you, I would have been doing the same thing. Like and you know, he's like just singing his praise of what a cool guy he is and everything. How fucking cool is that?
That is so rad.
Because Pattinson's been apparently campaigning for a while to be Batman.
Really, has he?
Yeah, he has. He was offered or approached to be in the MCU at one point, but after being burnt by Twilight, like the whole big franchise thing, he's like, I'm not keen to sign a multi-picture deal and be stuck in something like that.
How great were those commentary tracks that I sent you guys?
Oh god, his commentary tracks of Twilight.
For Twilight.
Oh yes, it
He's
is.
Yeah,
just
amazing.
he just dunks on that movie the whole time.
Also, apparently, he has tried his batsuit on already.
Yeah.
Nice.
Who's designing it?
Me. Thank you.
That's gonna take a lot of edits there.
Sorry, like, I made a mistake right now. Just to make sure that there wasn't any more recent Snyder Cut news, I just put Snyder Cut into Twitter.
That's what I told you to do.
Yeah, no, but I did it into Google first because Twitter is a fucking minefield. You
Well,
know
that's why
that.
you go
Yeah.
to Twitter.
That's
For
why I go
Snyder.
there.
So
Snyder
I
news.
have a letter here.
Is it an open letter?
Is it
It's
an
an
open letter?
to one of the producers at WB. So
It probably
it's
has
not very
nothing to
long.
do with
Wub.
like Batman.
I am going to read it for you verbatim.
Is that how the letter starts?
Yeah. Dear Miss...
Verbatim.
Verb,
Because there's
Verbatium.
verbs, like that's part of language.
Verb
Gotcha.
items.
verb atomy.
Yes.
Ah, okay. I'm all right.
Right.
Dear Miss Sardor, first of all, congratulations for your new amazing job. My name is...
Congratulations for
Congratulations for
good grammar. Yeah, carry
Yeah.
on.
cool,
My
good
name is-
start. Auspicious.
My name is... you guys are going to feel like racists now.
I don't care.
My name is Andrea Abatista, and I'm a huge DC film fan from Milan, Italy.
No, that's just Dave Batista.
Yeah.
Anagram.
He literally
moustache.
says a Batista.
He's got a Groucho Marx mask. It is me, not David Batista.
I'm Bave Batista.
Continue with
Yeah.
your ridiculous open
My
letter.
first movie on the silver screen was Superman, the movie.
Wow, he was in that? Crazy.
Oh.
Very
Now
impressed.
I'm writing to let you know that I'm excited to watch Zack Snyder's 214 minutes original director's cut of the DC film Justice League.
What?
I would also like to let you know that I've spoken to friends and family.
240.
Frames. Yeah, I
About
like,
the
I like the
potential-
random- It's just like they're like, that's the assembly cut. That's literally the assembly cut. That's not how any of
Do you
this
know how
works.
movies
Friends
work?
and family about the potential of this film, and we would all be thrilled if you would hashtag release the Snyder Cut. I don't know why there's a hashtag in the
That was an
open
open
letter.
letter hashtag.
I really
You
hope
don't know how
you
to say it without it.
I really hope you see the potential in it and the rare artist Zack Snyder is nowadays, and let him finish
Ouch.
his 5 parts saga. Please talk to
Ouch.
him before everyone else. Let him explain his astonishing project. Here attached you can find the
Here
concept
attached.
of his 5 parts project.
What? Do you have it?
I think it's here. I'll get to it. He deserves it. After the profound drama that struck him and his family that forced him to leave his film without protection.
No.
Please, Anne, save the Snyderverse. WB can produce a multiverse of DC movies where
Into the
Snyderverse and his
Snyderverse.
5-part saga and
Same
other
thing
universe or reboot can coexist.
Dion, no, come back.
Dion, come back here!
Dion.
Please don't follow the idea of Marvel cinema.
No,
we need a more
definitely,
mature approach for this kind of story and content,
Oh,
as Christopher
Gotta have
Nolan
So
already
mature.
did.
Look
Gotta
at
have-
look at their sensitive treatment of Flash.
Look at our live in a society.
In just
very mature.
3 movies, Zack Snyder was capable to create
Of running
an
a studio
epic,
into the ground.
create an epic and modern mythology, spelt with an I and not a Y, with deep meanings, great dialogues, and an astonishing and rare high level of visual style. He can gift us the same high level of depth of the Lord of the Rings for the DC property.
You've killed Dion. I hope you're fucking happy, Marcus.
I have and
that was no.
No, it can't be more!
What did he attach?
Please see attach my headshots.
yeah, that attaches just some extra bits of.
Is it the said photos that
Oh
cinematographer
no! It's
keeps
oh,
sharing?
sorry. The letter's not over.
No!
Oh, come on!
It's over. I'm done with it. It's over.
It's over. I'm pulling the plug on
Pull the
myself.
plug.
That is the worst thing I've ever heard, and I don't know why
Please.
you put us through that, Marcus.
Because I like to watch you suffer.
That was really not fun.
Fucking
Besides,
awful.
it's great podcast material.
Is it though?
Yes.
Is there such a thing as anti-content? Because I think this is it. Come back, Dion. Come back to us.
Dion,
have
come
some-
back. I'm about to punch Thomas in the stomach.
Yay!
Use those abs.
Use all 3 of them.
So, Thomas, Tomb Raider's getting a sequel.
Thomas is so excited.
I thought that
He
movie.
can't continue. He's hiding himself in his shirt because he doesn't want us to
But
see him that
they're
excited.
recasting Lara Croft,
Oh yeah.
Michael Fassbender. Because his visionary Lord of the Rings visual Assassin's Creed movie was cancelled.
Don't throw things in the studio.
The third thing's in
Don't act out because of the truth.
What, so
I
that
can't
movie
believe
made enough money to warrant a sequel, or is this?
It did. actually.
Apparently, yeah. Apparently.
Should I watch it?
No.
No.
No, don't watch
No,
it.
but is this a don't watch it like Dark Phoenix?
Yes,
Don't watch it,
yes.
or a don't watch it because it'll bore you out of your fucking
no,
mind.
no, it'll bore you out of your fucking mind.
Okay, cool. Then
Yeah.
I won't watch it.
Yeah, it's not bad enough to be entertainingly bad.
Okay.
It's
Yeah.
just...
It's not like I'm gonna laugh the whole way through. This is so bad. It's just like, oh, this is over. Yay.
Yeah.
With movies like this, I'm starting to understand why people take recreational drugs.
And I'm starting to believe that people are right when they're saying movies are just getting worse and worse and worse.
No.
No, never believe that. But
I
the
watched-
the drug thing for sure.
I watched It Chapter 2 last night. I disagree.
Should we do drugs?
No.
No, we should. Then we can watch more movies.
I watch a lot of
Yes.
movies already.
Yeah,
but I mean,
like,
But
imagine
Thomas
how
can't
many
watch more
movies
Then the
you
pool,
If
then
I-
the pool of films from which you can pick
I
is
watched
much
a lot
bigger.
of- I watched the director's commentary for the Constantine movie, and it's super funny because they've got 3 tracks actually. One track is just the director, one track is the writer from Constantine, not the movie, the comic book writer, and he's watching and commenting. It's really interesting actually. And the third track, which is my favorite, is the director and the producer, but they're mates. And the producer's just kind of belly aching about how expensive everything was, and the director's like, "No, it was fun," and the producer's just taking the piss out of the director the whole way through the commentary track. Like, you know
Nice.
the sequence with all the cows where they're all like disintegrate and turn to dust?
Yes.
Yeah.
And he's like, the producer's like, "Oh, I'm so impressed. There's not one visual effect in this shot. We took 6 months to train these cows." And he just like goes on and on about absolute bullshit the whole way through the fucking movie. Like, he's never serious at all. He's just like, "Oh, this costs so much. I can't believe you made me do this." You know how much money the fucking shot costs? It's like, "Oh, but look, it looks so great. Oh, it looks so great."
Yeah, okay. What else is there?
I think that's it. Bloodshot trailer should be coming this week. That was filmed here, wasn't it?
This was.
Yeah.
Birds of Prey has entered reshoots, just like every other movie in the age of existence ever. So
Oh, wow, it's big
apparently
news.
that's news because it's a DC movie and it's going into reshoots.
I would have been more surprised if it did not go into reshoots.
Hey guys, when's New Mutants coming out?
April.
Apparently somebody reported
Oh,
that
whisper of
New Mutants is getting more reshoots and slightly edited so it can fit into the MCU, which sounds like a load of
Nah,
trash to
that
me.
sounds
Sounds like
like a-
bullshit.
Well, I mean,
I can't wait to see it.
when the
stealth drop
source
on
is a site
Netflix.
called Bam Smack Pow.
Ow. I just can't wait for like one day it's gonna show up on Netflix.
Yeah.
Zero advertising whatsoever. No. The only advertising is gonna be is the very first trailer we got.
Netflix. That thing's gonna show up on DC's streaming
Oh, sorry,
site.
DC's or maybe just Hulu.
Okay. I think that's all them newsy things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My recommendation this week is It Chapter 2.
Damn it. Son of a bitch.
Dion's recommendation is also It
My
Chapter 2.
recommendation then is to rewatch It Chapter 1 before you go watch It Chapter 2.
Nice, Marcus. What you got?
Synergy.
Dark Crystal, Age of Resistance,
Oh,
season 1 is out now,
Yay.
and
I haven't had a chance to watch it, but I'm so stoked.
it's like technically, you will be super impressed.
All right. I'm keen. My recommendation is get a hold of every single director's commentary you can and watch them because they're very insightful and funny. In the director's commentary for Hellboy, the first one, the things I sent you guys, he goes on to say stuff like, "Oh yeah, when I was, in my late teens, early 20s, and I worked in a mental asylum, I used to eat my lunch in a cemetery, and there I met a bunch of sewer workers." And they showed me secret catacombs for when the Spanish were killing all of the Catholics in Mexico. And my grandma saw a ghost in this building, so I took my friends and we explored, and then we saw the ghost.
Yeah, that's.
He doesn't talk about the movie. Sorry, he doesn't talk about the movie at all.
It's just him talking over the movie.
Pretty much.
It's just like he was just the worst person to see the movie with.
No, but like you expect, like in a director's commentary, at least some sort of production notes, like anything, but like nope, completely absent. Like stuff he'll see on screen will just be like remind him of like the history of comic books, and then like he'll wax lyrical about Jack Kirby and his creations and Mike Mignola and his writing styles, and like for like 20 minutes he just won't talk about the movie at all. He talks about how Ron Perlman's the best dude. Something really interesting is that he talks about the fact that in 1992 he had the entire script ready to shoot, but no one would give him money.
Jeez. My brother worked with Ron Perlman, and apparently he is just the nicest dude.
That is so refreshing.
That's good to hear.
I think it all is nice.
You know what
Sort of
else is
chin.
refreshing? The cold taste of Krabbies.
Oh, in this case, shh. NDA.
NDA.
Oh, Krabbies.
Krabbies.